Great. Looks like we are live. Welcome back, guys. We're live. Hopefully the show is live. As you know, sometimes we are not live when it says we're live. And if we go back to live, looks like it's not live. Go back home. Ah, we are live. Yes! Awesome. Let me just double check again. Great. Looks like we are live. Perfect. Just need to quit that out. Welcome back, guys. We just do live Q&A sessions. I noticed some questions came in, and I figured, hey, why not answer those questions? But before we go live, we like to make sure that we are live. Without any further ado, let's get started. So we have some questions that came in. Output, input, test cam, porta capture, which is great. All right. So knowing that and moving forward, just gonna go back home to my to the how-to channel, and some questions came in. Let me just shrink myself, make myself a little bit smaller so I can be in this window right down here and you can see everything right up there. All right, so knowing that and moving forward, I'm just gonna copy this link so that one of our viewers, we can answer your question. Let's see, first question up. It was flying at an angle because it was fighting the wind to stay on location. It's possible. I'm not sure which video that is. So we'll just click it. And of course, blank out the sound. Let's see.
If you're a content creator,
there we go. And we'll just lower this. Turn that.
and I am using.
Turn that down. And stop the video. So no need to play it. This was how to make Avata 2 faster, make your drone faster in 4K. So there's a way to make it faster and also make it slower. So let's say you're not familiar or comfortable where you're flying. You could actually set the maximum speed to, let's say, 3 or 4, maybe 5 miles an hour. And then you can have your hand on the throttle and then just fly and maneuver, which is really cool. Instead of like going back, forth, just set the maximum speed to maybe 5 miles an hour or 10, whatever you're comfortable with, and then no matter how hard you pull the trigger, it will do that. In this video, I believe it was meant to go faster. But the Avata 2 handles pretty well in the wind, and sometimes it won't fly straight, and sometimes I have to recalibrate the just do a recalibration of everything so that it's not like this. And it happens a lot occasionally, and sometimes it's wind and sometimes it's not wind. So sometimes it'll be flying like that and the dot, it'll just sometimes self-correct and do that and just continue on straight. And then other times it doesn't, and that's when I just do a hard reset on and everything, because I want it to be straight. I don't want to have to like knock it out of the, you know, the jerky movements in the middle of the flight and do that, because it also ruins your footage when you do that. And then you got to fly the route again just to you know, get everything up running. So sometimes it's the wind and sometimes it's not the wind, and sometimes the wind will knock it out and then you have to, it'll self-correct. That's like the best moment ever, and other times no. So it'll look like that. Sometimes I'm gonna hope this helps. Okay, and then we have that here, so you can see your answers live in real time. What's with the counting to 3? Is that an OCD thing, or is it just your video editing? Just it's my OCD. I've got OCD. I like, for example, I'm just gonna do 1, 2, 3, 1. No, I'm just kidding. No, what it is that it helps you sync the audio, because there's no audio on here. What you do is you clap. You go 1, 2, 3, and a lot of folks ask me how to sync the audio with the video, and I just say, just watch that video. And then sometimes they don't get it, but and other times they do. So I just leave it in there, and I say, just watch that video, and then you'll see me clapping. And when you see me clapping, that's where you want the videos to sync. So if I go 1, 2, 3, you're syncing the sounds of the claps, which I'll show you right here in a video I was just working on in Final Cut. All right, so let's say, for example, let's say this camera doesn't have audio. See that? So what I do is you go to the video that actually has audio, and you see me clapping. Watch. Actually, you can't see. Let's put Louis, I'll put me up there. Okay, so now I'm in the corner. Nobody puts Louis in the corner. All right, so now if I go here, whoops, scrub through it. Here I am clapping. See? And so I have one video with sound and one video without sound. And the video without sound is me clapping. All right, so if you get your footage from your drone, and that's how you can do a voiceover with your drone footage and have it sync in real time. And all you got to do is just splice away and figure out where you want the shots to be bigger or smaller. And in this particular case, you know, we'll figure out when that video comes out, because this one is how to use iPhone mirroring. Thanks to Afix for the idea on that video, one of our viewers / subscribers. So you see, and I sunk it. So now I don't, because sometimes maybe I'll forget to put the mic on. Sometimes maybe the audio on this camera is not so great. So I like to use the DJI mic, and sometimes I'm like, damn. So I always have it set to record. And in this particular case, the audio came out good, so I'm not worried about it. So I just have to sync the claps so that everything happens in real time, whether it be a screencast, again, or drone footage, any footage. And you should try it, because some folks like the commentary on drone footage videos. I don't do a lot of those, but they do. So that comes in handy that way. Anyway, I hope that answers your question there. But let me try moving forward, since the show is over. We only got 2 questions. Did we only get 2 questions? Hold on, let's see. I want to try and test my flying skills. Yeah, I believe that's it. Yep. All right. Knowing that, I'm moving forward. We can shrink that. I'll do that later on tonight. And then I'll just close that out. Whoops. Close that out. And no need to resume that. We'll quit that. I just want to see if I still got it. If I still have it, what it takes to fly in the flight simulator. Now I just have to find the connector. And somehow pull this out. Like that. And now we're just gonna go here, turn this on. Been practicing, and sometimes if it doesn't work, I find it to be the app to be a little bit glitchy. So I have to. Yesterday I was live, and I wasn't working out with my flying skills. So then I had to quit the application. Steam not initialized, and this is how it started. So I would recommend, I would highly recommend just starting Steam first and then going into your, so actually, you know what, let's just eliminate that shortcut, because as you can see, every time I launch Steam from the shortcut, I get that error. All right, so now we're just gonna go into the library. Just close that. All right. Library, and then go into liftoff. I like Hanover. What are you guys flying in the sim? Hanover, and I also like the mall. I've been working on the mall in the micro drones section thingy. It says game mode prioritizes the performance of this game while in full screen. So if you have it in full screen, the performance will eat up your CPUs. Usually I don't have it like that, but in this case I do. And I do race. At the beginning I don't recommend race. Just you level up to race. Just do free fly. Or so here we go, Hanover. All right, my best time is 5:47, which is pretty good. 5:47, 3 laps. That's pretty good. I mean, for me, some of you guys might be able to do that in 2 minutes, but I think that's a record, considering the first time I did it took me an hour, and then 30 minutes, then 45, then 30, and then 20, and then 15, and finally I'm down to almost 5 minutes. I'm not sure what the top speed is though on that sim, or on this particular race / run, but this is the best way to learn Emanuela Emmanuel mode. Again, I'm still looking for the Return of the Jedi version of this. That would be so cool. and like there'd be a Death Star. So if you see that out there, please do share, because I would love to, you know, use the Force. That would be so cool. And then we go here. We're not out of the park just yet until out of the park. The park does get a little bit tricky. Because trees just appear from nowhere. And if you know me, I always say, in the real world, you only get one take. And it is a big difference. It's harder to fly in the sim than it is in the real world. So once you level up and get your game, and this is the part where this would be the Death Star part. Use the Force, you know. Whoops! You have to be careful here because you don't want to burn out the drone. Apparently, if you do full throttle too fast, it smokes out. And then did it. 1 minute 38 seconds. One and done. So now I'm ready to go out. But you can do a second loop if you want. And then, you know, if you missed the checkpoint, that's okay. Because I think I'm done. I'm ready to go outside. Pretty neat. That's the hardest part, like balancing and getting these checkpoints. Boom. And go up. Crash. Alright, so that's it with that. Anyway, I hope this answered your question. If you have any comments or suggestions for other videos, feel free to leave them down below. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. That's it. The show's over. This was the shortest show ever. Let me just go back here and then go there. Voila. I like that you can add the DJI drone in there because it sort of streamlines the process if you want to fly in manual mode. Yesterday I was trying to fly in manual mode. It wasn't working. As you can see, I can, but if it's not working, if you know that you know how to fly and you fly the way I just did and it doesn't fly like that when you launch the app, it's either you lost your mojo that day, you're just not feeling it, or the app, you quit the app, and then it'll create the flying experience that you know you're used to, so it shows that you are flying. Or yesterday there was an issue with the USB-C connector. It just kept losing it, so I plugged it out, plugged it in. Or the hub, if you've watched me live, the hub doesn't create a streamlined connection, so you have to hardwire. Sometimes I have to. Today I didn't. Today I was connected to the hub and I had a great experience. Yesterday I was connected to the hub and it was a nightmare. So it's hit or miss. But just to like make everything fluid again, just reboot your machine. But I can't do that on the live stream because then I'd have to quit the show and start it again. Anyway, I got to make dinner for my kids, and I hope this helped you out. Feel free, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. That's it. Show's over. 13 minutes. Maybe I'll leave it at 14 because 13 is an unlucky number. So I'll just wait, and then in the meantime, I'll just shrink that off. Quit this app. I'm gonna quit the app, and oops. Why is it not quitting? Oh, you just can't. Oh, because it's in full screen, not in windowed view. See, there we go. We'll quit that, and just remember, follow the clap. Ciao.